Hey guys, Coupons Provide here, and today I'm coming at you with a disc planner dollar store DIY. Now I'm not going to lie, the one thing that I did not get from the dollar store were the disc, and I actually found those at Michael's for $4.99, but they were on a 40% off sale, and I used an additional 15% off coupon, getting them for $2.49. So that was pretty awesome. Everything else though is affordable. It is from the dollar store, and I am so excited to jump into this planner tutorial for you guys. And of course, because I like for everyone to get comfortable with recreating these projects, we will be using several repetitive steps that I've used in other tutorials, along with very basic supplies. I will definitely leave my playlist link down below, so if you need some more planner inspiration, feel free to check it out. So basically what we're going to do is start off with our $1 planner. We're going to start disassembling that planner. All we want to hang on to are the back and front cover and the pages. To prep our pages for the punches, we are going to take a basic ruler and a blade, put that at the very end of the holes that are pre-punched into the page, and we're going to cut all of those off. We want to do this because we're going to be creating our own punches for the pages so that the discs can sit in there firmly. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and begin prepping the measurements for our punches. Now all I'm going to do is take my mini happy planner cover that I actually made, and I'm going to use that as a measurement guide. You guys don't have to have one, that's why we're doing the measurements. So basically each disc is going to be 1 inch apart from the other. And you're going to take the punch inward 2 centimeters. You'll see what I'm talking about once we start writing out the measurements. After removing the pre-punched holes, just like we did on the papers, we're going to go ahead and begin measuring our 1 inch spaces. I'm going to start my measurements about a 1/2 inch up on each side. Then I'm going to go down by 1 inch for each disc. It's not going to be enough for all the discs, so don't worry. From the 1 inch mark, I'm going to take my hole punch mark in 2 centimeters, and I'm going to put an X there. The X is what's going to be in the center of the hole punch. Using a standard $1 hole punch, we're going to go ahead and begin punching our holes. After that, you're going to take some very basic scissors and cut a slit about the width of the scissors blade, and that's what's going to wrap around each one of the discs. When you take your 2 covers and lay them side by side, you will see how they match up, and I'm going to show you guys how they look once you slide the discs in place. Very simple. I absolutely love the disc system, not going to lie. And if you can't find them at a Michael's, or maybe you don't want to pay that price, I do believe Walmart has planner discs as well. I've heard people mention it. So now all I'm going to do is take a few sheets, and I found that with the dollar store hole punch, your max is about 15 sheets to punch comfortably without bending your punch. I have several punches, so I like to try things out like that so that I could share that information with you guys so that you could complete the process a lot faster. So about 15 sheets at a time, you're going to punch each one using that cover as a punch guide. It's just going to allow the process to go a lot faster. Once you've completed the punching process, we're going to go ahead and begin prepping our plastic planner cover protectors. Now, in many of my videos, guys, I use the 2-pack Dollar Tree chopping mats for my planner cover protectors. And I came up with this a long time ago whenever I realized that people were making this process so complicated and using very complicated supplies and things that were expensive per sheet. And of course, me being me, we don't all have that kind of bank, and I wanted to find a really great solution for you guys, and that's how this whole idea came about. It's a pretty known thing now, and I'm very proud of that idea, so I have to share it almost in every single video with you guys because it is totally worth it. You can make one for your entire planner collection. So all we're doing is taking that front planner. The planner actually I got from the 99-cent only store. I thought it was adorable, and I thought it'd be a really fun one to create this planner project with. We're going to take that planner cover and use it as a cut guide for our protector cover. I'm simply going outside the border lines of the front cover so that it is actually larger than the planner itself, because it is supposed to be the protector. It needs that extra space. Doing that, once we cut our first one, we're going to go ahead and use that one as a cut guide for the back cover. We're going to be punching holes the same exact way as we did for the cover and for the pages. So I don't really have to go into a lengthy thing about that. Just know that you're going to do the same exact thing for that front and back plastic cover, using one as a cut guide for the other. If you're not new to my planner videos, then you already know this, but if you are new here, number one, welcome. And number two, when working with the Dollar Tree chopping mats or any hard plastic chopping mats, you want to make sure that when you are cutting, that you firmly hold your ruler down in place and lightly cut with the blade. And I mean like thin hair, lightly cut, because you don't want to push hard into the plastic. If you do, your blade will go into the groove and the plastic will guide it and you will get a crooked cut. So always hold your ruler firmly in place and then run the blade lightly over several times to get your cut. Now, as we start piecing things together, you can kind of see what I'm going for here. I have to say that I absolutely love this clear plastic as a protector because you can see whatever cover you actually put onto the planner. So it just adds for an extra layer of fun. So as we start to pop the pages into the planner, you see it coming together, but this is definitely not it. We have a lot more to do, and I'm so excited to show you guys the rest of the goodies. So taking a $1 3-pack of divider folders from the 99-cent only store in this adorable donut theme. If you're new here, guys, I have a really big thing for donuts. Anyway, so we are going to take that donut cover and not only create a cover for the planner that is adorable, but we are going to create a folder that is completely functional. And to me personally, that's pretty important when it comes to your planner. You want to be inspired to use it because it is something that totally fits your personality. So anyway, we're taking our planner cover that we're using as a cut guide for pretty much everything in this video, and we're going to use that as our front cover cut guide. It's just an easy way to make sure that all of our dividers are the same size. It doesn't matter how beat up it gets through the tutorial, just use it because we want them all to match. Once we cut our divider cover, we are going to do the exact same thing, which is pretty repetitive, but it makes the whole piece come together, and punching the holes with the dollar store hole punch and cutting the slits to kind of fit the width of the scissors blade. Then we're going to go ahead and pop it in place, and as you can see, it looks completely adorable. Now we officially have a front and back cover for our planner that was not there before. How cool is that? Now, utilizing and maximizing our buck, of course, we're going to take the front cover that we just made and the existing planner cover that is on the back, since it hasn't been used and abused like the other ones, and we're going to create a pocket. Simply put your ruler at an angle wherever you want the pocket to go, and that's pretty much it. You're just going to cut off a triangular piece, and I'm going to use that scrap piece as a way to hold my pocket in place. Taking a longer rectangular piece and adding a strip of really strong adhesive like my double-sided tape, which is the basic brand tape, BAZIC, and I'm going to apply that to the lower and the left side of that divider cover, and you'll see why. When you put a strip down at the bottom and then you put one on the side, it's going to allow that piece to stay in place like a pocket, and the hole punches on the right side is just going to hold it in place on the right, so you don't have to add any adhesive there, giving you some extra inside length for the actual pocket. Then take your pocket piece and layer it onto the front cover. All you want to do is make sure that your lines meet up very nicely, that your hole punches are in the same place. That way it keeps all of your stuff nice and clean and put together very well, and you don't have any shifting problems. Then we're going to take a $1 wall art sticker sheet and put this on our planner as a planner cover embellishment, which is awesome because these things can be pretty pricey when they're sold for that purpose in craft stores. And this one covers the entire front of the planner, guys. It's about goals, and what better place to put it than on the front of your planner. How cute is that? Next, taking another file folder from that same 3-pack, so we're still working with the same dollar here, we are going to lay our cover that we're using as a cut guide where the divider pocket is closed. Like, we want that seam. The reason is Myself personally, when I put dashboards in my planners, I do not like for my dashboards to be open because it kind of makes the sticky notes and page flags and stuff get a little bit worn and they tend to fall off and stuff like that. So I always have closed dashboards. I've done this forever. Anyway, we're going to take that with the opening on the side where the hole punches are. We're going to do the same thing, make our punches, cut our slits, and so on. And that is going to be our dashboard. Now, since your dashboard cover on the front side opens up the most, we're going to add some extra durability to that side of the strip. Now, I want my decorative pattern to be on the inside of my dashboard because I can always add decorative stuff on the outside. So we're going to take some of the scrap from the first cut that we did for the front cover, and we're going to put that where the hole punches are. Now, I layered it on top of the existing punches because it's a little harder and it's a little more wear on your punch if you try to hole punch through both of the hard folders. So we don't want to do that because it's just going to damage our punch. Anyway, this also allows for a divider slit on the top of the planner, which is pretty convenient, right? I know. So we're going to go ahead and carry that theme throughout the rest of the planner as well. So keep that in mind. Once we put our slit on to the hole punch area, that's just going to allow us to be able to open and close the dashboard a lot more without having to worry about putting too much wear on those hole punch holes. Now, how cute is that? I think it's coming together very nicely, and we haven't even used all of our $2 yet, guys. How cool is that? So now that we have our dashboard, we can go ahead and begin adding the page flags and sticky notes. You can go as crazy as you want with this. I actually like to add adhesive clear pockets in my personal use planners, but I'm probably just going to pass this along to a friend, so I'm not going to put too much in here. That way they can go in and put whatever they want. But you basically go in, take the page flag, sticky notes, or whatever that you want to put in there. Typically, I like to keep them coordinated, and you can double side tape them into place. And whenever you want to change them out, all you have to do is peel up that last bit of tape, or even just rip that last piece of paper and add a new piece of tape so that you're not damaging the actual page of the dashboard. And of course, I am a big believer in not getting rid of your scraps. I'm going to take a scrap piece from another one of our cuts, and I'm going to put that on the front of the dashboard just to kind of add some different texture and layers and bring the pattern from the other side over onto this side. I always feel like it just helps carry the theme throughout the entire planner, where you see the different textures throughout your planner, and it just makes it fun. Now, taking a look at our progress, I think we are doing a fantastic job of personalizing this planner on a budget, and it definitely doesn't look anything like it did when we started. Now I'm going to go ahead and take another divider sheet, and it's the same pocket that we cut earlier, and we're going to use it to create a divider. Super simple, same steps. Use your planner cover as a cut guide, and you want to take the other divider sheet with the top divider tab and use that one as well to make sure that you get your top divider in the right place, so that when you look at the top of the planner, you can see all the tabs clearly. As always, guys, I feel like it's very important to mention that even though we're using the same basic steps as all of my other planner tutorials pretty much, I feel like it's important to have it as a foundation so that you get comfortable recreating these projects, and then you get to a point where you don't even have to watch the video anymore to figure out how to do it, and you can just basically watch for inspiration. The whole point is for all of us to get comfortable with these projects, step out of our comfort zone and try something new, customize something that inspires us as individuals to do new things and try new things. Also, it is a foundation project, so you could definitely do it up, make it as extreme as you like, change up whatever you want. Myself personally, looking at this planner, I would probably go back and distress some of it. I would probably take a black ink pad, go around all the edges, add some, paint and texture and things like that. But I think this is an awesome way to build a foundation for your skill set. If you're new to the planner community or you're new to crafting or anything like that, I try to keep it as simple as possible so that we can all create these projects and just be inspired by ourselves. And I just want you guys to always feel comfortable here, knowing that anything that I do on here, you can definitely do as well. So now that I've gotten that out, we're going to go ahead and begin embellishing on the divider. And I'm simply going to cut a strip from the other part of the divider pocket and add on that Do It Now sticker. I feel like it's also planner related, so why not? I think it's just a great way to maximize our dollar by actually using the pieces of the large wall sticker. And then I'm going to take another piece of the remaining divider pocket and cut that, and I'm going to create another pocket on the back of that divider sheet. Because why not, right? We need as much function out of a small planner as we can get, especially if you're a student and you need to save your schedule and stuff like that for the first week of school or leading up to school, when you have lists of things that you're going out to buy and so on. Even as an adult, we pick up a ton of things like receipts and coupons and ads and things like that. So all of this stuff is definitely going to be or serve a purpose in our planner. I love having storage in my planner. Not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite things to add. So we're gonna create this pocket by doing the same exact thing as we did to the front pocket. We're gonna take some strips of the scrap folder and we're gonna double side tape it down and punch the holes and all that other good stuff. So there's really nothing any different that we're doing now that we did earlier. Alright, so now that we've created another pocket, on the other side of the divider sheet, it's pretty blank, and we want to go ahead and add some texture to that. So I'm going to take the rest of that wall decor sticker and I'm going to cut it down and add it to that sheet. I feel like it's just going to do the same thing that we've been doing and carry some inspirational text throughout the planner so that when you're using it, you kind of get some inspiration as you flip through the planner itself. Okay, so one thing that I have noticed for myself in my personal planners, I do feel like every now and again I like to jot things down, make notes, doodle, and I don't feel like grabbing a sticky note and like making it a cutesy, trendy thing. All I want to do is write something down or keep my mind occupied for a little bit. So I'm going to create another divider with, of course, the divider tab on the top using the previous divider to measure the space. And I'm going to make that one for writing. So with this, all I'm going to do is use the same exact steps with using the cover as a cut guide, hole punching with the dollar store punch, cutting the slits and so on. And I'm going to add some note paper to this planner. I found it's the easiest way to just have some paper on hand when you need to jot something down and it's more than a sticky note's worth. Also, I'm going to do the same exact steps to add some doodling sheets. By doing that, I'm going to take some of the sheets from an adult coloring book, just cut them down and have them in there because every now and again I like to do those kinds of things and it's not something that I want to sit down and take hours to do, and I just want to have it on hand. And I'll fill it up as time passes whenever I get, I don't know, a bored but creative, inspirational moment. So that's pretty much what the rest is going to be about. I'll let you guys go ahead and watch that and I'll come back to you in just a second. One really cute thing that I like to do is take some ribbon, and you can find it at the dollar store as well, and simply cut a long strip that kind of overhangs the bottom of your planner and fold it in half and wrap it through the top disc of your planner, and you basically have a really cute bookmark that you can also use to keep your space. If you don't want to create another divider or something like that, you can keep your space in your planner with the ribbon, and I think it's just a really cute texture to add to the overall look. And that is pretty much it for this dollar store disc planner DIY. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you are curious, the total cost came out to about $6.50. And that is not even including all the leftover supplies that we have for several other projects to recreate something along the same lines, but totally different. So I really do hope that you are inspired by this video. I really do hope that you appreciate the fact that I keep them simple and basic with basic supplies so that you can get comfortable with the foundation and begin thinking outside the box and creating on your own, because you are just pretty much in the know already on how to do it. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, I do hope that you leave a thumbs up, a great comment, give us some feedback down below on projects that you've done, maybe with some of the steps that I've shown in my tutorials. Welcome all the new people to the channel and so on. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Google+, and my Facebook group at Coupon to Provide. And don't forget, guys, keep couponing. Bye.